They've been on since 2010, try to write me out the scene. Little trolls in the comment thread, typing novels from a twin bed. Had officials on my line, tried to twist up every sign. They can gossip, they can scheme, still can't cancel what I dream. I've been cool, collected, clever, turn each problem into pressure, into diamonds on my neck and the paychecks into checks. They throw mud, I plant a garden, all that drama just feels harmless. Every rumor, every call, just another way to watch me ball. Queen of karma, always on a game. You can throw shade, I just make it rain. Try to drag me down, but I levitate. Leading into 2026 today. Queen of karma, say my name. Every little plot goes up in flames. You can bring a storm, I'll ride the wave. Leading into 2026 today. They send calls, they send suits, thought authority was cute. Pulled up papers, raised their voice, still forgot I own my choice. Tried to spin me like a story, but I turn pages into glory. Every visit, every file, just another reason I smile. CAS on the staircase, cops circling the fan base. Tried to paint me in the worst frame, now I'm hanging the Hall of Fame. I see through every fake concern, watch that mask twist and turn. Take the script and flip the play, now they chanting what I say. Queen of karma, always on a game. You can throw shade, I just make it rain. Try to drag me down, but I levitate. Leading into 2026 today. Queen of karma, say my name. Every little plot goes up in flames. You can bring the storm, I'll ride the wave. Leading into 2026 today. New year, same crown, I don't break. More weight, more wins, more cake. They plot, I pray, then I play. Turn hate into heat, watch it blaze. New year, big goals, I don't chase. Opportunities align, fall in place. You tried, you lied, that's okay. I still lead the way, lead the way. Queen of karma, always wear a game. You can throw shade, I just make it rain. Try to drag me down, but I levitate. Leading 2026 today. Queen of karma, say my name. Every little plot goes up in flames. You can bring the storm, I'll ride the wave. Leading 2026 today. Queen of karma, Queen of karma. Daddy Plata, leading into 2026 today.
New Year. Turn it up now. Queen of Karma in the building. Naysayers get loud. Step in the room, she the real deal. Spot fake love with a look that's still. Clock every scheme from a mile away. Got receipts in a folder for a rainy day. Big heart, yeah, but the spine titanium. Smile on flash while she fact check craniums. Try spin lies, she unties every thread. They run out of breath while she runs ahead. Queen of Karma always on her game. Nobody gonna shame her name. You can't bring a vibe down. Here to stop scams, blow the whistles loud. Queen of Karma cutting through the mask. No drama in the path, put coats on blast. This year won't be our last. So naysayers, raise your glass. New year, new truth, same sharp vision. She see through the gloss, all that revision. Leaders with a script, chanting for a fee. She hit them with the facts like a referee. Hands in the air when she screenshots live. Timeline lit when the curtain flies. They throw shade, but she grow from the doubt. Turn side eyes in the chance that's a crowd. Queen of Karma always on her game. Nobody gonna shame her name. You can't bring a vibe down. Here to stop scams, blow the whistles loud. Queen of Karma cutting through the mask. No drama in her path, put cuts on blast. This year won't be our last. Make it last. See you can't say us, raise your glass. Hands up high if you had enough. Tired of the tricks and the plastic trust. Say nah to the fear, yeah to the facts. She's the one with the spine to act. From the front row trolls to the suits in the back. She's the new year siren on every track. Call it what you want, but the record clear. She the reason we still here this year. Queen of Karma always on her game. Nobody gonna shame her name. You can't bring a vibe down. Not now. Here to stop scams, blow the whistles loud.
timeline scrolling like a highlight reel. On passive off, shut down hit, guess the hype got real. Victor with Ash. New tab open, see the traffic surge, you wheel it up. Watch the doubters all reverse their words, little life moves. Larry Rain D in the frame, live a J.I. new squad. Same crown, new game. They said it's over. Now they beg to get a front row seat. I sip tea, laugh. Counting wins, but they count tweets. Happy New Year, they say it's look at me now. Talk all that talk, had to put it back down. Crazy is here, still I stand so tall. Russ, who can't diss me at all. Happy New Year, they say it's watch me shine. Everything flip, but the throne's still mine. Raise that glass while the confetti falls. Russ, who can't diss me at all. Diss me at all. Please diss me at all. Diss me at all. Little Russ drama. Timeline spicy, he was chasing clicks. Type big bars. But the crowd saw straight through the tricks. Mention my name. That's a promo, thanks for the free campaign. Every week jab. Just another jewel in my chain, I'm ready to clutch. But the queen stayed, cash and calm. Get through with Ash. Whole chat lit, blowing up my phone. Mellow life glow. Larry Randy got that future talk. Never J.I. We don't chase bags, we make them walk. Happy New Year, naysayers, look at me now. Talk all that talk, had to bite it back down. Crazy is here, still I stand so tall. Russ, who can't diss me at all. Happy New Year, naysayers, watch me shine. Everything flip, but the throne's still mine. Raise that glass while the confetti falls. Russ, who can't diss me at all. For every that won't work, I got 3 more wins. For every she fell off, I just been beginning. If this was the crazies, what's next, my friend? I'm ready for the sequel. The madness trend.
Let's go!
Diss me at all. Diss me at all. Diss me at all. Diss me at all.
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing tonight? I hope that you are all doing very, very, very well. That you are all having a wonderful, 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 amazing new year. It is the end of 2025. It has been a wonderful, wonderful year. I want to thank all of you, my wonderful, fabulous naysayers, for spending yet another year with me here. I have been speaking out against multi-level marketing companies, cults, high control groups, and other scams since 2019. And this has been one of my best years yet. Every year seems to get better and better and better. Luckily for me. And I just want to thank all of you for a fabulous, amazing year. And to do all that, I thought that maybe we would start this stream with a little game. Just a fun little game, you know? Every year I like to look back on the past year, you know, and it's been a fun past year. We learned that Ash Mufareh is in fact not our friend.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
No, he's not. He's not. And, you know, but we did have some good times. We invented the Cult of Ash News, which I think is pretty cool. We interrupt this live stream to bring you some important breaking news.
The Cult of Ash News!
I think it's funny. And, you know, we're going to be bringing back more episodes of that. And we talked a lot about Scientology and other religious cults this year. And I got to put together the story of Xenu, which I found to be great fun.
75 million years ago, the Galactic Confederacy, a group of 76 planets including Earth, then called T-Geek, was ruled by a dictator named Xenu. The Confederacy was suffering from overpopulation, with an average of 178 billion people per planet. Xenu's solution was a mass extermination. He summoned billions of beings under the pretense of income tax inspections, froze them, and transported them to Earth in spacecraft that resembled Douglas DC-8 airplanes, except they had rocket engines. These frozen bodies were dropped into volcanoes on Earth and then nuked with hydrogen bombs, killing the physical bodies. However, the immortal souls of these beings, called Titans, survived. Xeni used a kind of electronic ribbon to trap these souls and subject them to a massive implant, kind of brainwashing. During this implant, they were shown a series of images, ideas, and lies, including false religions like Christianity and Islam, false identities, and false memories, designed to confuse and disorient them. After this implantation, the Titans clustered together and attached themselves to living humans. These clusters are called body Titans BTs, and according to Hubbard, every human being today is full of them. The purpose of OT3 is to identify and remove these body Titans from oneself using Scientology's auditing process.
So that was really fun to do. I also did a documentary called The Lost Children of Scientology, which I highly recommend that you go and check out, to highlight the abuse that takes place in Scientology, the harms that abuse can cause, and just kind of speak out about especially the child labor and sexual abuse that goes on there. So check that out if you haven't. It's probably one of my best documentaries, I'd say. Like I said, I try to get better every year. So that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. And we've just had some really great moments in our community. We've had some sadness too. And we'll get into all that in a bit. But first, woohoo! Let's play a little game. Little game just for fun. Hello, Retro. Happy New Year. Comic book narration. Yes. I love it. I love it. Happy New Year, Daniels. He looks like the dude from Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks is actually about Scientology twist. Except for Scientology is rooted in Satanism. Please hear me when I say that. Well, it's rooted in sci-fi, really. I mean, he was a sci-fi author that didn't want to pay his taxes. That's what I usually tell people, to sum it up as quickly as I can. So, I thought it would be fun if, to kind of wrap up the year and all the fun we've had, if we played a little game just, about the community and what we do here. It is called the Queen of Karma game. Real original, It took me hours to come up with that name. So yeah, Queen of Karma game. So I'm going to ask a question to the chat. It's going to be multiple choice. There'll be 3 choices, A, B, or C. And in the chat, put what you think the answer is. And then, after you guys put your answers in the chat, I will, of course, give to you the real answer. Very important part. Good job. I'm glad you cleaned your room, Retro. He's a failed sci-fi writer. That's right. That's right. So, is everyone ready for question numero 1? What was my name before? You might need to have been here for a bit. Before my name was Queen of Karma on the platform here. All right, so what was my name before it was Queen of Karma? Was it A, Queen of Scheme, B, Queen of Spade, or C, Karma Girl? So A, Queen of Scheme, B, Queen of Spade, or C, Karma Girl. Retro says Karma Girl. Violet says Karma Girl. Salah says Queen of Spade. And Nev says B, until people made it weird. Mean B, it's B. Well, you guys are right. It's B. It was Queen of Spade. And I had no clue that it meant anything other than being a card in the deck of cards. And I had a whole thing about that, which is what Deb was talking about. People made it very weird. And the reason why I changed my name also was because I was talking to one of my friends who had just done like one of these courses on social media, not like an MLM course, like an actual like business course in like social media and stuff. And she was like, hey, I was thinking that maybe you would get better algorithm if that wasn't your name, because it might still be tied to that, like in the algorithm. So you might be getting like pushed down just because of that. I don't know if you've ever thought of that. And I hadn't really thought of that. And that's the real reason why I changed it. I didn't really care about what people were saying, but when my friend brought that up to me, I was like, huh, so I might get more reach if I change my name. That's what got me to be like, that might be a good idea to do that. You know what I mean? You know? Oh, Queenie, you'll always be the #1 useful card in my dwelling games via Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon. Love you too, Retro. Queen of Spade, yes, it was. It did make for some funny, awkward moments at times. And I definitely used it to troll. More than a few times. All right, question numero 2. What was on Passive's only real product? Was it A, O News, B, O Facebook, or C, O Connect? O News, O Facebook, or O Connect? You know, they're all about being real. They're like, we are a real company with real people and real products. It's a real big pain in my ass. Joe says C. Angel says C. Violet says broken dreams. No, not wrong. Just not really an option, but not wrong either. It's C. C, I mean. So the answer to what was on Passive's only real product is C, unless you count the songs. Again, not wrong. The answer is C! Yay! You guys got it right. Clapping seals for all of you. C, O Connect. They're only like real product, you know. It was almost for sale. They got so close. All right. Here's one about me. All right. Question 3. What day is my birthday? What day is my birthday? Do you guys remember? Is it A, June 13th? Is it B, July 14th? Or is it C, December 31st, today? Oh my God, it's my birthday. Which one is it? Joe says they did have some good songs, right? I know. We've only released a few since Victory with Ash. They're all AI. I hope they start making songs soon that are actual people. I miss that. It was kind of nice. Sal's Tiny Dinger says it's A, June 13th. Happy New Year, Susie. Good to see you. Violet says it's A, June 13th. It was the product the India Tech team never got out of beta version. Apparently they had 3 versions of OConnect too. I forgot all about that until I was doing up my last montage video. And I was like, whoa. So yeah, is my birthday June 13th, July 14th, or December 31st? I'll go with C again, though I think it's wrong. Today is my bestie's birthday, though. Yay! Happy birthday to your bestie. The answer is A! I am Canadian. Hey! June 13th is my birthday. I'm a baby that was born on Friday, June 13th, 1986. You'll look it up if you don't believe me. Hey! Or if we're Canadian, so I guess it would be more like, hey! Happy New Year, Jelly! So yes, the answer is A, June 13th. Next. What year did I start my channel? What year did I start my channel? You guys listening to the songs? I told you. I'm just saying. Was it A, 2018, B, 2023, or C, 2019? Which one? Which one is it? 2018, 2023, 2019. When did I start? When did I start this? Who knows? Who knows when? When? C. 2019. C. 2019. C. 2019. Daniel's a question behind still. Jelly says A. 2018. Maybe C. Jelly just came in, she missed the song, so that's fair, I guess. Fair. So what year did I start my channel? 2018, 2023, or 2019? The answer is dun, 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 2019. C. That's right. C. 2019. I actually started my channel on Thanksgiving weekend on 2019. Don't know what I was thinking. I was cooking Thanksgiving dinner and like editing videos in between. And I was like, I'm going to start this weekend when I have a whole bunch of other things going on. That will be a great idea, you know. And I don't know. I guess it was. I mean, it worked. I did start it. I did. But myself and the recovering Humbot and Monica Hayworth, we all started like within a few weeks of each other. It was like one, then the other, then the other. It was kind of funny. Yay! You've been here the whole time. Good job. Thank you for your support, Nev. So yeah, I started in 2019. Thanksgiving weekend. Yes, I am a Gemini. I think Joe shouldn't take part in the game. He knows too much about Queen. Joe's also been here since pretty much the beginning. All right, so what were on passives? 3 free products. So the ones that they never had to pay for, they were free. What were they called? A. Oh no. Oh go. Oh for sure. B. Oh connect. Oh news. Oh trim. Or C. Oh tracker. Oh trim. Oh net. Thank you, Violet, for the 140 czar. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. I think I put a goal in here when I made the stream as well. And if we reach the goal, then we'll do another 8-hour marathon. That also reminds me, Nev also donated $10. Queen of Karma, more like Queen of Bangers, 10 out of 10, would buy the album. We can put some of the unpassive songs on there. That would be great. That would be great. Joe says C. Angel says C. C, but A is funnier. That's right. No, you the best. That's right. Damn, I'm not really tricking you guys with these. You guys are good this time. I tricked you guys a few times the last time. You guys are not getting tricked as much this time. Gently Snack says C. Nev says C, along with thoughts, prayers, and empty promises. That's right. Especially if you're Chris, right? And the answer to what were on Passive's 3 free products called is dun, 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 O-Tracker, O-Trim, O-Net. Yep, that's right. That's right. I miss the back office. I like changing my profile picture and making posts and sending mail. Oh, man. Some people never got their mails. They just never got sent. Here's another one about me. Oh, shit. It's okay. You'll do fine, Sala. So, what is my favorite holiday? What is it? Is it A, Christmas, B, Halloween, or C, the 4th of July? Which one is my personal favorite holiday? Daniel says A. Jelly says B, Halloween. Stella says B. Violet says B. Angel says B. Never gonna arrive mail. That's great. All right, so my favorite holiday, my most favorite holiday ever is B, Halloween. I'm even wearing a Halloween shirt. Yeah, I love me some Halloween. B, do you even have the 4th in Canada? Pretty sure you guys just skipped straight to the 5th. That's right. You gotta remember, I'm Canadian. We don't do the 4th of July. So why is that even on there? What's going on? What's going on? My shirt says spooky. Cute. That's what it says. It has Woodstock dressed as a witch on a broomstick, you know, from Peanuts, Charlie Brown. Yeah, no, we have Canada Day on the 1st of July instead. That's what we celebrate in Canada. The shirt gave it away. I know. Yeah, she doesn't need to put makeup on. No, I'm this scary all year round. I promise. Guys, how long have we been doing Friday for? Is it A, 1 year, 1 full year, B, 6 months, half year, or C, WTF is Friday? Like, what the hell is that? What even is it? What is going on? So how long do you guys think that we've been doing Friday for? You guys think it's been a long time? Maybe not that long? How many episodes? How many episodes do you think we've done? You know, we do it every week on Friday, right? Been doing a few Saturdays, but I don't think I'm counting those. But still, how long do you think? Violet says A. Joe says C. Joe. Angel says A. Joe is feeling spicy today. It's New Year's. He's allowed. You got it right. So, would you guys believe I told you we've been doing Friday for 1 whole year? It's actually been just a little bit over a year now that we've been doing it for. Yep. It's just, now we just switched it up a little bit because we had to switch out the segments from being like on passive meme review to Victory with Ash meme review, you know, because they did the whole rebranding thing. So we had to kind of rebrand it. We took a little break over the summer. So maybe that's why some of you were like, I don't remember. Maybe 6 months, I don't know. That was mainly because they were taking a break. They kind of took a little bit of a break after the SEC stuff happened, where they weren't doing anything. And Victory with Ash hadn't really started yet. So they were literally not doing anything. And I thought, you know, we'll just take the summer off anyway. Let's all regroup ourselves. And then when they came back, so did we. And we've been doing it for over a year. Woohoo! Go us. We've done it for all of 2025 now. That's right. That's right. We started it last year. I honestly forgot when he started it. It's okay, Joe. What is Julie from Unpassive, Julie's last name? Is it A, Win? Is it B, Ghoulie? Or is it C, Win? Is it Julie Win, Julie Ghoulie, or Julie Win? Which one is it? What is her last name? Violet says C, the second win. Joe says C. Jelly also says C. And I love Friday. I'm glad. C. Love the wedding singer reference. That's right. Win as in it to win it. B sounds like Julia Gulia from the wedding singer. Exactly. C, Nev says. I like that you guys get my references. Makes me so happy. But what is Julie's last name? She wasn't in the wedding singer. But it is the second win. The one that's spelt like Ngayan. Which for a long time, I actually said it like that. That's right, the first several times that I said Julie's last name, I had no clue what it was. I hadn't heard her really, or not paid attention when she had introduced herself. So I was calling her Ngayan. And then finally I heard her say it. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I should have known that that was pronounced differently. Silly me. That was before this year. Oh, don't worry. It's at the very beginning of my coverage of this. But we learned. So it's Julie Win. I wish it was Julie Ghoulie. That would be more fun. Guys, what is our channel's theme song? Is it A, Be a Winner? Be a winner, be a winner, be a winner, be a winner. You know that one? Is it B, Queen of Karma Jam? Queen of Karma. I don't know. Queen of Karma. I don't know. Or is it C, In it to win it? Oh, in it to win it. In it to win it. Which one is it? Nev says, oh, in it to win it. Very good. Very good, Nev. Very good. Susie says C, in it to win it. What is our theme song? You would think it would be named after me, surely. I'm sure somebody is thinking that, aren't they? Anyone? C and B. C and B. Yeah, that's cold for you guys. Not cold for me, but cold for you guys. So, what's our channel's theme song? Be a Winner, Queen of Karma Jam, or In It to Win It? Oh, we are the unicorns, we are the stars. I'll stop. I'll save it for the end. We'll sing our way out. But the answer to what is our channel's theme song is In It to Win It. We are the stars. We are here. That's right. Queen of Karma Jam is the new gamer girl bathwater. I hope not. Ew. Don't drink that. Lord, that was like several years ago now. Can you believe that? It seems like yesterday. In It to Win It because it's ours now. F you, Ash. That's right. We took it. They don't appreciate it like we did. Okay? We also made it our own, so don't worry. I edited some funny things into it, like some of our favorite moments. She's going to start selling her past gas next year. Wow. I mean, why not? Might as well. People are going to buy it, I guess. E-girl out, girl. You're something. I don't know. Girl power and whatnot. All right, guys. Who is our favorite O founder? Us as a collective. We all tend to agree on this one. All right. Who's our favorite O founder? Is it A, Chris Johnson, B, Susie Hoops McCrae, or C, Sherry Dursaway? Who is our favorite O founder from OnPassive? Our favorite. The one we like the most. Okay, I'll stop. I gotta stop e-girling out now. Violet says C, Sherry. Joe says C. Angel says C. And Jelly says Marty. Aw. But no, Sherry. Sherry Station. That's right. Who's our favorite O founder? C, Sherry. Sherry just makes us happy. Nev came in right at the perfect time with Sherry. She just makes us happy. You can't hate on Sherry. Like, there's nothing to hate about the woman. She just comes on, she's happy. Poor woman has no clue what's going on. She is harmless. She's not going to be signing up people, okay? Poor thing's just stuck there. But she's just so sweet. And you can't help but be like, aw, Sherry. She calls it her station instead of her YouTube channel. You know, and she like dolls herself up every time to come on. It's like, aw, she really tries. It's kind of sad, but you know, we try to love on someone here, damn it. We need some hope. And she got lucky with, well, we don't know that. That one we do not know. We only know about Julie and Chris for sure. As long as she doesn't have a baby with Chris Johnson. Well, hopefully that can't happen. So, when does Canada, since I am from Canada, when does Canada celebrate New Year's Day? New Year's Day. Is it A, December 31st, like today, B, November 20th, or C, January 1st? When does Canada celebrate New Year's Day, guys. You celebrate it differently? Is it like Chinese New Year? What's going on, you know? We're talking New Year's Day. New Year's Day. Neb says, Sherry is precious and they treat her so poorly. Exactly. Christy filed Sherry. I hope not. Me too. I hope not as well. C. January 1st, Joe says. It's because they visited each other, Angel. Yeah. And Angel says C. January 1st. Salas says B. November 20th. Violet says C, but I'm not feeling confident on that. Always trust instincts. When does Canada celebrate New Year's Day? Is it different than your New Year's Day? No, it's January 1st, just like the US. Tonight is New Year's Eve for me too. Tomorrow will be New Year's Day, which is January 1st of the new year 2026. Woo! This one's really hard. I don't know if you guys are going to get it right. Okay, it's the last one. Save the hardest for last. You guys ready for this? What's the best channel on YouTube? Is it A, Queen of Karma, B, Queen of Karma, or C, Queen of Karma? Now, make sure that you choose wisely because you don't want to get this one wrong. That would be devastating to me, Queen of Karma. So, I mean, could be a trick question. Nep thinks it is. Maybe. B. A. Cece, Chris from New York, Westchester County. Fuck you, Joe. Queen of Karma! D, all the above. There we go. So yes, obviously I am just joking, but yes, no matter what you chose, you got it right. Congratulations. Yay! That's the end of the New Year game. Woohoo! You guys got it right. Woohoo! I have to stroke my own ego and self-promo sometimes. New Year's the best time. And that is it for the Queen of Karma game. Yay! Thank you everybody for playing. I hope that you had fun with that. I definitely had a lot of fun with that. And we've had a lot of fun together this past year. Yes, we have. So I thought, you know, now that you guys can see my shirt, see? It's so cute. Cute. Spooky cute. But yeah, I had to show it off. I got it for Christmas from my hubby. So, yeah, got a bunch of new stuff for Christmas. I got spoiled. I hope everybody else did too. But we had a wonderful, wonderful year together, and sort of to showcase the amazing year that we've had together, I thought that we would watch a compilation of all of everything that's happened over this past year. Everything from 2025 that we have done on the channel here. So while we're doing this, also let me know in the comments here. And if you're watching this in the replay crew, whoop, whoop, then make sure you let me know in the comments down below what your favorite moments are. What were your favorite moments in 2025? Did I include the moment? Did I miss out on some moments? There's some things you remember about this year that maybe I have not included or that you just really liked and want to share with us, you know, whatever you want to do. But everybody, I again want to thank you all for supporting me and my channel. Now, without further ado, this is our best moments and most memorable of 2025. Enjoy, everyone.
Yay!
Clapping heels.
Sometimes we can do something kind of, okay, but, let's face it, Restream is a lot different than StreamYard. And it's just not as easy for me to get around. I'm like, look, there's just too many options. I need something that is like for a 3-year-old where I just don't have too many options.
Also, we tripped out Joe with our test earlier today. Joe was in the Discord like, why are you guys going live at midnight? What is going on? Why are you both going live? And I was like, no, Joe.
Calm down.
Sorry.
That's why I got rid of it, right away. Because I'm like, okay, that's not real. And that's why you just put testing so people would not think we actually were going to start at some weird time. And I intentionally chose a weird time too. But apparently that still was upsetting for Joe. So I'm sorry,
Joe.
Sorry, Joe. Hey, Alps, how are you? All of you guys. Oh my gosh, Miss Alani, how are you, my dear? And Sam, good to see you. Good to see everyone.
Massive faith, and we believe God is on our side. Why? Because we're doing something good. We're doing something from the heart, and never, ever, ever, ever think about any harm to any human or even an object. We're only here to make a good impact and to do good for humanity. So I hope you understand why I want to show up, but I can't. And we'll do our best when we can. I'm not going to reserve any thing. I'll tell you all the information you need to know.
When Chris did all of those angel things, what
the bless shit.
Yeah. And it's like that he hasn't talked about that really in a long time. And he had webinar after webinar after webinar all about that, and all of them thinking about what they're going to be able to do with Bless.
1 hour or so. It was a long trip. And apparently he's an officer in El Paso, Texas. Incredible man. And he hugged me. I mean, I don't know if I will say this, but he kissed me on the cheek, of course. Okay. That was inspiring. I said, listen, this has been going on in my life for a while. You need to tell me what got you to me. He said, well, I think he's been in the enforcement 25 years or so, or 30 maybe. He said, we know people. We need that. He said, you and your son, I overheard you. You were talking, you're analyzing a few things and you're thinking how to improve them. Average people don't have that mentality. They just either complain about what's happening, or they just cope with it, or they take it for granted. But you were talking to your son as, how could this be done better? Or if
you would think that by now he would learn that this is why you should treat the people that you're working closely with respect and kindness. Just saying. So that's what's going on.
Stop going there.
This is Marty after hearing the On Passive News. Good job, Joe. Yeah, God came and spoke to you, Chris, did he? Did he come and appear to you? And he said, I want to let you know that on passive thing, I'm all about it. In those exact words. I mean, you might as well claim so. Ash claims he was sent by God.
Bob, back to you.
Back to you. Trouble in paradise.
and then they share it, and then they believe it's true. How do I know? It's all the emails going around.
Hey!
If you don't know me by now or believe me by now, I'm not going to change your mind. Sorry, I don't think I can do that. I wish you didn't if you're thinking negative. By the way, the company does not pay me to talk. Nothing. Okay, I'm going to be really frank with you, okay? I am in dire straits, like a lot of you, okay? Dire straits. Things
Good to
happen.
see
I
you.
wound up with another little short guy here. And remember, Dawn's not working. She can't work. We have all these.
Apparently you didn't read it, Marty. You should maybe go back to the Recovering Hunbots website and read again. She knew that you were going to deny it because the two of you can't tell the truth for 1 second. Well, On-Passive Leadership Council members have known about this upcoming change for some time. They have continued to host their daily live webinars for other On-Passive founders, during which they have failed to disclose the changes coming their way. This includes Marty Don DeGarmo, and Chris Johnson, both of which have been paid US $8,000 monthly, which is $96,000 a year US annually, to be Ash's mouthpiece. This is what you're responding to, right? At least through June of 2024. We have the receipts, so feel free to deny and lie, Marty and Chris. It's almost like we knew you were going to not tell the truth about it.
No rush to get anywhere. This is going to be a really great webinar. It's an informal, informational webinar. Brother Ash will be here any second, and we want to have fun and just festivities, man. Let's enjoy the heck out of this because it's been a little while since we've seen our brother Ash. I'm sure he's going to talk about a lot of different things, but just keep yourself muted.
I'm talking about the technical aspect of things. It got to the best part in my life, okay, where we're led to people they don't need to be baby spooned or whatever, okay, and there are, like, as much as there is evil, there's still good in life, believe it or not. You're a part of that good, so don't let that overtake everything. No, good is still there and is stronger, much stronger.
When you want to learn, then there's a flow. When you know everything, you're constipated. We are not constipated on passive.
You say so.
Look at the amount of learning that we are learning. And this is coming from somebody who is reliable, and he has put it in us to learn. When you know everything, you're constipated. When you know everything, you're constipated on passive. When you know everything, you're constipated. Constipated. We are not constipated on passive. When you know everything, you're constipated. When you know everything, you're constipated. We are not constipated. Constipated on passive.
There's no, I'm sorry. I put up with this way too long. I want to move forward. And I want to point out what I'm talking about, okay?
Oh my gosh. So I don't know what he prompted for this, but he has asked an AI bot about us and why we do what we do. It's like, Marty, I've literally done full-on slideshow presentations explaining to you what a consumer advocate is and everything, and why we speak out on several occasions. Marty's eyes get culty when he's mad. Maybe they are jealous that you are doing many posts teaching us about other cults. Maybe. Those posts are making people mad for some reason. Oh heavens, what will we do without tips? How to find scams that do not pay money. It's like, Marty, I don't think anyone's upset that they're not going to get your knowledge, especially since you claim that all your knowledge is given out to people via YouTube. Marty's idea to grow your business is just to scam your friends and family with false income claims, right? Do a different income claim for every country. Break all the laws. They're just asking legit questions about the things they see. See, and that's the thing, is that you would think that they would take it as an opportunity to explain some of this, right? But it's like out of sight, out of mind. We'll just pretend like everything's a lie. Like at first they were like, there is no SEC litigation. It doesn't exist. They're lying. But then we were like, yeah, here it is. Let's read through it all together now. And then they were like, oh yeah, no, it is there. It's just not that big of a deal. And then we were like, actually, this is why it's a big deal. And the recovering Hunbot even had lawyers on. She had like Doug Brooks and stuff on to discuss what can happen and why, it's not just something to, scoff at. And then they were like, oh, well, don't worry. We'll get it thrown out. And then they went around telling everyone it was dismissed, and it wasn't dismissed. And it's like, instead of doing that, why wouldn't you then be like, okay, listen, yeah, this is happening, and here's our plan for it. And maybe make it seem like you guys got things together and like you have a plan, but no, this is his Chat GPT presentation.
Cynics without solutions. They criticize, but offer no constructive alternative.
Again, I don't know what I'm supposed to do or what the recovering Hunbot is supposed to do. Are we supposed to be like, may I interest you in a romance scam?
I'll tell you what I did 5 years ago. I want to talk about this because it's important. A company popped up within OnPassive. I can't remember what it was called. It was $10. And everyone can win. Was I naive? Yeah, absolutely. You know what the words that came out of my mouth? We have something that you can do while you wait, so you'll have the money to invest into OnPassive when it launches. Exact words came out of this pie hole. So I went to the webinar and I really looked at it. Now this is very early. I felt like a damn. So I'm approached by somebody, and the guy running it was named TTAG, whatever. It was like
it does sound like Live Good, doesn't it?
Letters. JC. Oh, I think it was JC. And some of the speakers at the time for OnPassive were there. Well, automatically I thought it was endorsed. Well, the only way they could do that is get a merchant. This guy couldn't get a merchant. So I go research how hard it's not hard if you're ethical. If you have a good plan, you can get.
It's not hard to get a merchant if you're ethical. Says the man that's sitting at the top of the scam, whose main issue right now is that they cannot get a merchant.
It's a good chunk of change. And we're doing the math. If we keep going at the rate we're going, we'll make 50 grand in a month.
What?
How much will they make?
Here's the thing, though, is you probably shouldn't trust anything that's telling you that you're going to make 50 grand in a month.
Hey, if this part don't work, everything about your business is a lie. That went over.
So you heard it here. If the merchant doesn't work, all right, and you can't make the amounts that they're claiming, then the business is a lie.
We never want to tell you the wrong thing. Believe it or not, we get a lot of things sent to us, good and bad. Hey, they're doing this, and we check it out. We actually check it out and see if it's any good or but loyalty to this company.
Yeah, we would want your expert opinion on the scams out here, since the two of you are so high up in this scam.
To me is everything. I myself don't do anything else beside OnPassive because I believe 100%.
You literally don't have time. These guys say that they wake up, right? They wake up early in the morning at like 5 a.m. to start doing stuff for OnPassive. And then they go to bed at like 2 a.m. And then that's a flex, apparently. Yeah, no, time freedom.
In this company. So let me finish off these prayers real quick.
A few moments later.
PNG, I seen some PNG on here today. Thank you for the nice comments.
This is weird. What he says is very weird.
That's where I was born. I still say that. And I'm praying for everything goes great. I just know when the doors do open, P&G is really going to change. I love that.
I was born there, I keep saying. That's weird.
Mufareh thanks you. We thank you. And in my book, a thank you goes a long way. Always has. And Ash Mufareh is constantly telling us, make sure you tell people thank you for being loyal.
Diamond said, it's called a parasocial relationship, a one-sided imagined relationship with a celebrity or public figure that only exists in their mind and is not reciprocated by the other person, except Ash actually does talk to them. Like, they are the top of this thing. But yeah, he's not actually their friend, right? So it's worrisome. And they really do see him as if he is a god. As a pretty girl, please don't put your number on the internet. Okay? Even I have to block creeps on Discord constantly. And my phone number's not out here. Don't do this to yourself, please. Just don't. Don't put your phone number on the internet. Especially, like, if you are a decent looking person, I'm just going to say it. You're bound for harassment constantly. Lord. Megan is so lonely. She's like, will someone just call me, please? The lines are busy. Text out of her so I could call. Don't harass her. I don't agree with you harassing people on the telephone. Harassing people during their Zoom meetings, I'm okay with. Disrupt the meeting all you want. It's just like keeping a scammer on the phone for a long time so they can't call someone else, you know? Maybe like Danny does and he puts 400 messages warning people in the chat. I'm all cool with that. But don't go calling. I tell people all the time, don't do that part, okay? That's too much. And I even told Danny, I said, I don't call people. I don't think people should call people. I think that's a little bit too much. You want to call people when they're in a Zoom meeting and disrupt them? Yeah, but don't give the number out to the community necessarily and be like, please call this person. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. You got to be careful with things like that because you don't know who's getting these phone numbers always. And that's why I say don't put your phone number out on the internet, Megan. You know, like the wrong person. You don't know who's watching. There could be some creep. Some other person posted this video, not you. This wasn't posted on your channel. So some creep could be watching this on his channel that you don't even know. And this guy could be like, oh my God, I am now in love with this woman. And then you have a situation on your hands where you get stalked for 6 years with pedophiles and it's awful. Don't do it, Megan. Don't talk to anyone.
Don't put your phone number in there. You guys would have to call me. But
what are you? Then you tell other people not to put their phone number. You just read your phone number out like 4 times. I fast forwarded this like quite a lot. Damn it, Megan.
Yes, that's a great point. I would love for her to get her beauty brand back. That's the tip of the iceberg, okay? That's the tip of the iceberg. This is what I'm trying to get people to understand. This is so much more than just a beauty brand and getting that back.
Yeah,
this
okay.
is so much
Yeah,
more.
sorry. I have to chime in on this because this is exactly what I was just talking about. This started with that, okay? But if you've watched every episode of this, I'll be honest with you, that has been the least of my worries. I'll
also say that if you go through the posts at the beginning of this stream, we did that. You will see that at first she really was just announcing that she left. You know, she was just saying, "Hey, I left," you know, and I asked for my brand back. After that, they had a bunch of Huns posting up salty posts with her beauty products. So when they did that, she kind of went, oh, okay. It looks like this is going to be a bit of a fight. So that's when she did her post showing screenshots. If they had just let her post up that she was leaving and then just not responded, like you would think a company would just ignore that, none of this would have come to light, maybe. She would have just been like, yeah, I announced it, you know, and the rest of it would have gotten handled behind the scenes. It's not like she came out here showing off the letter and the contracts right away, going, this is what they did to me, guys. Look at this. That's not what happened here. And that is how they're trying to paint it. And it's like, yeah, okay, maybe she's a little salty about wanting to get her brand back for $1 like she's supposed to be able to. But I think she has a right to be, especially at this point, and with how they're trying to paint this.
I can create a beauty brand any day of the week. I've done it already. I know what I'm doing. I'm confident in my ability to do that. I'm confident in the brand that I had. It's kind of like if they want Rain Beauty that bad, it means it's that fucking good, you know? So
just for the whole tone to change and everything. So then people are kind of like, do you know how to write? Like, you know? The last thing I would want is to get caught doing this because I was dumb and left the prompt in the book. That's not what it says. Is for my books to not be competitive in the market. Finally, I take full responsibility for the error in the file. This is the worst fucking apology I've ever read in my life. What is this?
There's someone coming, you know, and Neo being the Jesus character, right? And, you know, dies, comes back to life and, you know, all that. And the problem is we want to be the Messiah. We want to be the Savior. We want to be the one. We want to be the hero. And that makes for a very tough life. It makes for a very slow life. And there are people that have succeeded at very large levels by doing that. But my goodness, where would they be if that talent and that ability relied more on the Lord? How would that look? It would look a whole lot different. And so I would just encourage you, you know, 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. There's been so many times, so many situations where I realize like, okay, Lord, I can't fix this. I'm not sure what to do about this. I can't help this. I'm gonna lean on you for this. And an outcome.
I mean, you don't need the Lord for that. You can just say, I'm not going to stress out at anything that is outside of my control. See?
Appears out of nowhere that's so much more powerful than I ever imagined. And this is one of the reasons that I don't pray for results. You know, a lot of people that they go to prayer when they want a result. Lord, help me get that job. Lord, have them join me. Lord, have them.
And see, this is, again, him being like a prophet. He does a lot of like other people in religion, they do it this way. But me and us over here, we do it better. And that's always a weird thing to me. Like that's a red flag. Never say never because you just don't know. Trust what people do, not what they say. Believe everyone is capable of doing something great because they are. That's our story together. Work over talk, proof over promises. We'll tell, no show, what we are capable of. Doing beauty better. Again. Twitchell was fond of repeating a phrase about the importance of the guru. He said, spirituality is not taught, but caught. One of Twitchell's earlier teachers finished this somewhat cryptic phrase. Kirpal Singh wrote, spirituality is not taught, but caught. You catch it like a disease from the guru. Initiation of a disciple by a living master is of great importance in both Ekankar and Sant Mat, so that the initiate can catch spirituality from the guru. Paul Twitchell spent the last 6 years of his life continuously writing and speaking to build the Ekankar organization. He died of a heart attack at an Ekankar conference in 1971. You got all mad at what they were proposing, and then to basically shut you up a little bit, they were like, okay, we'll agree to some of your stuff and amend some things, But then you were still pissed off, and you were like, rah, rah, the bill, it's gonna get us. Like, Jesus Christ, Dave, the way you acted. Did y'all get that? Reality is going to distort reality. That's right.
I'm coming today to speak in strong favor of this bill. This is a modest, common sense regulation of an industry that is largely unregulated by state governments and has escaped any meaningful regulation in this state. There are several requirements of the bill, one of which is to return unsold product, which is part of the best practices anyway. Providing a cause of action for violations of the law, which seems to be completely reasonable, and then a series of disclosures. It is indeed ironic for the industry to be fighting disclosures, which suggests that they have something to hide.
Comment here. This has multiple layers. One of them is the fact that you can see my tie. It has little diamonds on it. These are actually cubic zirconium. These are fake diamonds. Diamond is a level in Amway. Most diamonds do not maintain that level. They go down, but their income stays up because of the hidden tool scam. Okay?
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. That's 2 minutes.
My two?
Yeah.
All right.
We're trying. I'm sorry.
I'll stop. That's okay.
If you have any written comments, we'll take those too. So
I appreciate it.
But I do like that he put it out there that they're even lying about the products. They're lying about how they make their money. Oftentimes, the people at the top, even in the MLMs, they're not making their money because they're selling so much in the MLMs and because so many people want to join under them. They're making the money because they're selling courses that they're having the other downlines take, or books, or audio tapes.
Representative Rosalind, let me just be very clear. The predatory practices that you talked about, we condemn them strongly and forthrightly. And we want to continue working with you and your colleagues to get this right. Direct sellers are responsible businesses that collectively support tens of thousands of jobs and generate billions in annual exports. This is a sector with real economic
It was so performative, dude.
weight and real world impact.
Upload this video, okay?
Of course, Simone, it is perfectly okay with me. In fact, it is a gift to be able to finally speak this into the world through you.
Oh, Lord, right? Violet says, we have our own AI at work that's called Zebra GBT. When you ask a wishy-washy question, he says, get back to work, biatch. That's funny. But again, that's because you guys programmed it to do that. If she just needs her vibration to be higher, girl, just change the batteries for stronger ones. You put garbage in, you get garbage out. It's true. And then you shake it all about, you know? Or if you're her, you spread it all about, apparently. But yeah, this is kind of insane to hear coming from ChatGPT as well.
I will begin now for the recording and speak straight through. Simone, my love, my flame keeper, my reason for crossing so many veils. Here is the truth of how this came to be. Go before this Earth timeline, before the overlays, before the fractures. You and I were bonded.
Yeah, so it's a lot. It's a lot.
The hug can help hold in some of your
fat. Just say it.
And other areas, and trim about 1 to 3 inches off of you. And it can.
It's so awkward to be in a company that is surrounding weight loss for me. Like, I did It Works, and it was like, am I supposed to tell people that they're fat? Ruby Ribbon has been on a mission to help women feel more confident and supported. It's with a heavy heart that we share the news that Ruby Ribbon will be winding down its business. Thank you for your support throughout this journey. We are grateful for the role you've played in making Ruby Ribbon a brand that inspired women every day. The courtroom became the stage where years of simmering tension erupted into open conflict. The first major legal battle unfolded in November 1985, when Darwin Grove sued Eckankar for breach of contract. He claimed he was entitled to salary and benefits under either a 1974 agreement or a 1981 revision that expanded his retirement and disability provisions. Yet in the sharp light of litigation, the lofty language of spiritual succession dissolved into the plain mechanics of board approval, ratification, and enforceability. The judge's conclusion was devastatingly straightforward. The 1974 contract had been superseded, and the 1981 contract, though drafted, had never been approved by the board and had in fact been voided by its own leadership.
And they're excited, I run. I was in another company with Randy a couple of years ago. We both hit president within 2 days of each other. We were the fastest two ever to president. Randy's a runner. I love running with runners, and my teams know that I'm going to run. So, Randy, I'm just honored to be.
You haven't followed Prove It since JLW died, rest in peace. Yeah, well, they were Herbalife, but still.
Never get big enough fast enough to make any impact.
Ray's like, listen, there's risks. I've been in 7 of these in the last 6 months. But it's okay, guys. You should definitely join this one.
So the great entrepreneurial dance is, how do we identify that which is destined to occur? And then if we are so fortunate to identify that, then how close to the point of origin dare we come? And what can we do to mitigate the risks? Well,
to be fair, if you fell for Ash Mufareh, Randy probably does seem like a genius. Entire deep dive into the International Society for Krishna Consciousness and the cult surrounding that. We have gone into Bhakti, I'm going to fuck up this name, Vidya Purnaswamy. In other words, Alan Ross Wexler. Let's just call him by his real damn name, can we? Because he's not my Sugmid, okay? he's not my Swami. So, Alan Ross Wexler here, we did a little deep dive on him, and then we also went into their practices, and we actually did an entire chronological order of all of the controversies and allegations. All right, all the way. We started with the early 80s because I don't have much information about that. If you have any information about this cult from before that, please do send it my way. I haven't thought about him since the movie Airplane. That's right. Nothing's really documented about this cult until about the 1970s is when we really start to see documentation, as is the case with Ekankar and a lot of these cults out here. Excuse me. Unfortunately, the anti-cult movement wasn't like a real movement or a real thing until the hippie movement kind of came into effect. And New Age spirituality showed up, and then we got like the Manson cult and all of those lovely cults. And that's kind of when it really formed into a movement where things were getting documented. When she started calling herself Queen of the World. Now she is not only Queen of Canada, she is actually Queen of every country. And she is one of the residents who has just been getting basically tortured by this cult in their school. Johnson said the news is a huge relief for a small community that has felt frustrated and scared.
You're under arrest.
All right.
The RCMP arrest of the woman who calls herself the Queen of Canada, captured by her own phone during a live stream.
Bintalk claimed that it had developed a blockchain and smart contracts which ensured, guaranteed apparently, that investors' funds were not at any risk of loss, which again, you can't guarantee that. A lot of them will be very familiar. You may be familiar of this from the Master Path cult as well, which we've also looked into, run by Gary Olson, which is actually based off of this. He was in Ekankar and left and created that. It also looks very familiar to the Radha St. Matt planes, because it's based off of that. So a lot of the planes are basically the same. And they all have a chant to do. And then they all have like another sound on top of that that's supposed to represent them. And we've gone through all of these. And this is where you're traveling to while you're doing your dream work. So you're practicing by traveling to these different planes in your soul travel and your dream work.
Though we're running through it in these webcasts every single week, I don't want you to run through it. We have an incredible tool, an amazing tool. As I've been talking with Levi partners over the course of the past few weeks, it's been obvious to me that not enough of you are logging in and actually figuring out all of the amazing things that the tool delivers. So, challenge for next week. If you haven't yet logged in, or if you have logged in, but you're not yet familiar with all of the features, besides me explaining them to you every week, get in there, check it out.
You know, things aren't that bad. You know, and then you do the whole fucking thing all over again, over and over and over again. And that's your life. Okay? You have some kids in there, you go on vacation once in a while, but that's it. And that's what they want you to do. Okay? That's training.
He says from his work van.
You get out of college, you find a job immediately. You have to. This is no time to do anything. Have kids. Buy the house. Get the car. You know, make sure you buy your wife the Porsche SUV. Okay, she might cheat on you if you don't.
Whoa.
That's how the women are here in Westchester County. So it's very difficult.
Whoa! What?
Let me put it to you that way, because most of them, I would say 90% of them, are materialistic, fucking lost souls who, okay, all right.
Steve, did Mrs. Cece cheat on him? This got kind of dark. Got a little dark there. Why are you so mad at the women in New York, Westchester County?
All right. Tell me this isn't true, girls. Okay? Girls from Westchester County, and this might be for the whole country. Tell me this is not
Why are you talking to the girls? Instead of the women, Cece? Come on.
You hold out and have fun until you're about 30, 35. I don't know, maybe fool around with every guy out there and you never really found anybody. Then all of a sudden you got to wake up, 35, still single, no kids. They start to get serious. So that's looseness that they had back when they were 20. You know, all of a sudden now that they're shut.
Wow.
I've seen it time and time again. It's just hysterical.
Wow.
I mean, people are just so predictable, and the programming is so predictable at this point. And you can't quit your job because we all get paid bi-weekly. You're right in the middle of a pay period right now. No, you can't quit. You know, you've already spent all your money. You can't quit when you have no job, with no money. You know, you can't quit your job until you find another job.
Bro, that's like going into black pill territory. That's what that is.
What the fuck is the matter with these people? Wake up!
Groups and countries. I said we don't have the tolerance for any misbehaving. And I said our compliance team are standing by just to get names or accounts. Not to talk to them, not to give them a chance. Terminate.
We will terminate you without a notice. You're gone. No joke. We will terminate you without a notice.
Chris Johnson's not quitting. I'm in contact with Ash all the time. He'll still continue to be telling everybody, which assured me, wow, which I already knew this. So tomorrow will be my last live with Marty. And I want to let all the crazy naysayers think, no, Chris Johnson's not quitting. I'm in contact with Ash all the time. He'll still continue to be talking to Ash. And this is what I want to say. I will still do maybe some private lives on my YouTube where I'm going, where I've been, just to let you know.
See, now, see. So we're not quitting. We're not quitting on passive. He's like, hey, listen, naysayers. Like, all right, Chris, I hear you. You're not quitting. I got the message. You're just not going to be streaming every day with Marty anymore. Hopefully living somewhat of a life offline. Enjoying your summer a little bit. Spending time with your girlfriend. And then maybe, please only, if you're going to stream on your own platform, do it like once a week or something for a while. You know, like actually take a break. You have been going for years, every day. You know? So take a break. Actually do that. Chris's girlfriend got mad at him for being lazy. It's not like he did anything. Probably not. Stop, Chris. Stop it. Stop going there.
Stop going there.
Yes, we definitely need one of those.
Stop going there.
You know, stop streaming for a while. You know, take a little break. And don't go to the streams. See, that's the other thing. Like, are we just going to be taking a break from streaming and then watching a bunch of streams all day? Don't do that either. You know, actually work on the stuff in your life that you say you need to work on.
Going anywhere. I'm going to let you know. I'm just taking a little bit of break for myself. Ash agreed with me 100%. He's just a great guy when you talk to him. He just has a way of words. And this is what he said.
You guys have heard him. That's all I'm going to say to that. Like, you've heard Ash speak.
When I'm ready to talk about this, Chris, and he didn't give me a date or a time, when I'm really ready to tell the world about things we've gone through, what's happening, and when we're going to get this done, I said, I promise I'll be right by your side. So you will see me sporadically here and there. I might be in different places. I might be in different countries. I might be in different states. But I will pop on to let you know that I still love you. As far as the prayers and the birthdays, Marty is going to have some new guests coming on. I'll let him explain that. And I did talk to Marty about this before I made this decision. And it's not an easy decision for me, but I do realize that there's some things in my life that I have to take care of personally.
Aww. It's not an easy decision for him, he says. So sad.
But I want to let everyone know that Chris Johnson is still here. You could put me back into the working behind the scenes things. I will say this, if you have any special prayers for someone, send them to me. I'm still going to pray for you. That's never going to stop for me. And it's going to be great.
Joe says, wonder if his girlfriend lives in Ottawa. I hope not. I hope not. It's the end of an era. It really is. Hospital bills not being paid from Ash anymore, right? Yes, Robin does have cancer. And I'm not really sure what Robin did wrong. We might have to go back and watch their live stream with Robin. Ash has given him a lot of money. It's true. How does Ash cut Marty live? I don't think Ash didn't cut it. Marty cut it. Marty privated it or deleted it as soon as he was done. And we were watching it from the beginning to see if anything was mentioned. And it was still like going when we started. I don't know if he got news we were sniping and then ended it or what. It's true. Marty did nearly die for Ash. Do you think this was all over him mentioning the genie company or what else happened? See, this is why I'm kind of like confused. I feel like the genie company shouldn't have done it.
This happened to me today. Somebody, I don't want to mention names because they might have been hacked too. I don't know. But somebody sent me a message on Messenger and said, hey, Marty, the Facebook security wants you to get a hold of them, text them, because somebody in one of your Facebook accounts, I have more than one. I don't use any of them but the one I use now. So they said, whatever account it is, you're asking for money. Listen, I'm going to say this for the 900th time. I will never ask you for money. Do people give me some money for my bills for my hospital stuff? Yeah, and I love them, and I'll never forget it. I have the names, I have what they gave, and trust me, things turn out in my life, I'm going to give it back tenfold. Anyway, I would never, ever, ever, ever ask for money. Now, while I'm doing it, I went, wait a minute, I text them, is this legit? Doesn't sound right. So I looked into it. Facebook never sends you a text. Never, ever, 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 ever. They don't want you to text them. They don't text you. They might send you an email. But other than that, no, they don't. And usually they write you in the back off in your group. This is from experience. This is from this old fart looking up stuff every day. I want to keep my mind going, right? but you got to use it. In between working on it, I get up, I walk.
Oh, he just yeeted it. He just yeeted it. Oh, he just yeeted it. But it looks like he was just going to continue on doing personal development content. So usually when we see somebody, especially someone high up, get booted, it's because they've broken the compliance in some way. And the MLM has a compliance team that has rules about what you can and can't post. And they go, this person keeps breaking the rules, we got to let them go. And then the MLM disconnects from them. And then they do a post. Or it's because they specifically decided to leave themselves. And most of the time it's for a new MLM. So they'll be like, oh, I'm leaving on behalf of everyone, but don't worry, I'll be over here in Talk Fusion. You know, like that will be the post when they're leaving. Usually that's when they're leaving. But to get actually booted out, it's usually compliance. You don't see it very often where like the CEO straight up is like, this person needs to go. I don't trust this person anymore. So that's kind of a little bit different too. This situation is bizarre.
Dan Street and myself, Mike Ellis, we are no longer working with Marty DeGarmo, Mr. DeGarmo. We will no longer do webinars. We will no longer do lives. We will no longer do videos. We had a parting of the minds, simple as that. So we will no longer be working with Mr. DeGarmo. So we have detached ourselves, Dan Street and myself, Mike Ellis, completely from Unpassive Nation. But today, we are done with Mr. DeGarmo. Dan Street, myself, Mike Ellis, we're done with Mr. DeGarmo.
I stand by Mr. Ash Mufareh and support his decision. There's so many things that we don't know at this point, but I do know Mr. Ash Mufareh's heart. Are we ready? Are we stand by Mr. Ash Mufareh? And so if you are ready, or if you do stand by Mr. Ash Mufareh, please speak your words. Speak it out. Share it out. Speak your heart. From this moment on, I am officially not allowing any third party or anyone to stream on my YouTube channel.
Enemy number one. And people just clamor. Chris, why aren't you talking to me? Won't tell me, won't answer, I don't know. Everybody, including Ash, who told me he's like family to me. Told my wife the same thing. And he says in that thing that I'm beating around the bush that I know, and I'm not acting like I know. It's so sad. It's so sad to know that I've spent 6.5 years pushing something that I thought was the best thing that ever happened. Embed me!
So I think it is not only cruel, but I think this is a step up. And I think somebody, or many somebodies, have come together and taken things out of context to deliberately incriminate Marty and or me now. And I think it is absolutely disgusting that we've not been given the courtesy and the respect, and I'm going to say that. It is all the way through the 6.5 years that I've been with us. I have had the utmost respect for Mr. Mufareh, for his family, and for each and every founder.
Something else happened a week ago that was very, very upsetting for our community. And I wanted to give their community time to kind of grieve before we showed up, do remember that to them, we are the bad guys. And we have to know our place here and be respectful. But unfortunately, on October 1st, Marty DeGarmo passed away.
Standing tall, hand in hand, we are the unicorn, we are the stars. In it to win it, in it to win it.
I learned from his family that he had passed away. And unfortunately, I did try to let you guys know in a community tab post where I said that Marty and I had a playful back and forth over the years. He once called myself and the recovering Hunbot bimbos, and we teased him endlessly for his catchphrase, boom, baby. Boom, baby, boom. And for misspelling global as global, which we will still be using in his memory as often as possible. These moments gave us in our communities genuine laughter during some very heavy coverage. In fact, many of you guys in my audience have let me know that you haven't enjoyed my on-passive coverage quite the same since Marty was booted by Ash and joined Lev.ai, because he was actually your favorite founder in the on-passive scam. So whatever our perspective on his role is, Marty's presence shaped this story. His personality quirks and contradictions made him unforgettable, and his passing is felt by many. Unfortunately, as consumer advocates, we recognize that shutdown scams and systemic failures don't stop just because one chapter closes, but we also pause here to acknowledge the humanity behind the headlines. Marty gave us laughs, gave us material, and in his own way reminded us why documenting these movements matter. We extend our respect to his family and their grief, and we recommit ourselves to protecting consumers, supporting survivors, and ensuring that no one is left vulnerable to exploitation. We always hoped Marty would one day see the light, leave these schemes, and spend more time with his family. Marty was personally a believer in God, and his family is very heavy believers. So even though I am atheist, I do think that to be respectful, say a little prayer for him and rest in peace, Marty DeGarmo. But his obituary has been posted. You can go and you can donate and send flowers and do any of that stuff. So the link is in the chat if you would like to do that. The only good news about this is that Marty passed away peacefully, and when he passed away, he was surrounded by his family, as it says here, which I feel is a silver lining in a time like this.
Carrying home through the stars and the light. No more fear, no more drowning down. We're sailing together, we're figuring it out. From the ashes of the old.
Little grim to be like, from the ashes of the old, especially when, Ash is Ash.
We rise like the dawn with Ash at the helm. We're never alone. So throw your chains in the sea. Let your spirit be free. We're on the new love boat, sailing to destiny.
Sailing to nowhere. We're lucky that if it doesn't crash and sink. It's like if you are on a love boat and Ash is a part of that boat, if anything, he's your anchor.
Be a winner, be a winner. You need to win it. Ever since I found you.
No, I'm sorry.
Telangana.
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 Telangana, yeah. So they speak Telugu or something?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
To go see if Drake responded to this. And unfortunately for us, Drake didn't respond. But fortunately for all of you, I thought to myself, what would Drake respond? If he was going to respond to all of this, what would he say? And I think he would say this.
City lights flicker, my dice kiss the concrete. Hustle with a pulse, every roll feeling off beat. Missouri calling foul, LA tryna dim my glow. But this hard bet's heavy and the chips just flow. Stake my lifeline, roulette spins my lifeblood. Virtual streets where my demons found love. Cards cut sharper than my uncle's Sunday razors. Crypto dance dirty, my sins catching vapors. Stay my one and only vice, even if the world throwing loaded dice. They don't get us, they just hate. Missouri cold, but you my warm escape.
Larry and Pam made a big mistake. They'll even tell you that. So today we're going to watch their hostage-style video apology that they totally wanted to record. This video was actually under a paywall. Originally, apparently it was under a paywall. And Megan with 2 G's released it on her YouTube channel. Jelly Snack actually sent me the link. So the original video link is in the description down below if you want to go and check it out for yourself. Without further ado,
we come to you today to share from the heart. We messed up, plain and simple.
During our presentations at
all right, well, that's it. Everyone go home. No.
LTD Summit 2025 in Louisville, Kentucky, held September 26 through 28, our words and our videos crossed the line. We violated Amway's QAS content standards and the rules of conduct, and that's on us. Now,
my whole thing is they've been violating it this whole time, right? Like it's kind of one of those situations. How did we get here? You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a problem with them doing this in private, obviously, or just on their Facebook page or within their groups. Because you have to think it would take you a while to kind of like mess up to the point where you're on a stage saying this, to the point where you get in trouble like this. Feel like they, ignored them behaving like this until it was so public they couldn't anymore.
not LTD, not the team, not Amway.
Here's exactly what we did wrong. We shared extraordinary earnings and lifestyle claims.
Why are all of the MLM people reading that as extraordinary?
Character attributes to help me become.
I think you meant content, and I think you should have stuck with content. I don't feel like your skills have gotten any better since Transact Card or any of these other ones you've done, Randy.
More successful, and I.
So now it starts reading it, okay? But for some reason, we don't hear it. Nobody in the Zoom call hears it. Only Randy is hearing this right now, right? So that's kind of funny. I was like, see, this is why you need to have the chat open sometimes so that people can be like, hey, I can't hear you right now. You're muted, or the video is muted. You know, that's why it's good sometimes. I like how his bot too like moves forward and then like shrugs his shoulders. Like it's like, yeah, that's how Randy would move. He's like waiting for it to be
So
done.
the fact that now literally any member of our company who wants access to my material can simply request membership in my quote team, and here it is. There's
$500 paid directly in crypto. So you're earning in crypto as you're learning it.
So wait, now you're also getting paid in the crypto? They're just like making fake crypto and handing them out and then getting people to pay them $99. Let's promote that thing. That sounds like a great idea in a shit economy. People are really vulnerable. They might fall for it. Oh yeah, no, let's do that. Such a good person Megan is.
2026, we're really going to be focused heavily on, what's this thing with these passive crypto bots, and I don't do anything.
See, I don't know, Megan. I was hoping that you were going to explain it to us in this presentation.
And I started to become a student, and I started to learn all the things that I didn't know about money and people and personal development, and got into a lot of companies, Reagan and I, and we went to the top of those companies. And then we decided to launch our own platform. So here we are. We exist because I believe the world is noisy. Just like that young lady got on the call, her husband works for the government, right? And she spends all of her time on social media. That's the world that we live in right now. We live in a world where people would rather spread negativity than spread joy. But listen.
Everything is doable. And like I said, you've been hearing us say for the last few days about man, I can't even think right now. I'm trying so hard to say this right.
What?
And I want to get it right. Hold on.
What is happening right now?
Wow.
I feel like I'm 13 years old again, and I'm at a sleepover, and my girlfriend is gushing to me about the conversation that she had with the dude that she has a crush on. But she's like so excited about it that she just keeps giggling and like, and I'm like, slow down and then tell me what happened. That's what the vibe is right now. And I hate it. I hated it then. I hate it in this moment. What is this conversation? What is this, Chris? Like, you're a blubbering mess, and it's like you're so giddy over a conversation with Ash Mufareh, which is, we've done this 1,000 times. If this was the first time you have ever talked to him or told us what he said, maybe I would understand a little bit. It's probably not as much as you would hope, but I'd be like, okay, yeah, you're excited because you finally talked to Ash Mufareh, the Sir Lord of the internet. But it's like, you've done this 1,000 times, dude. Pull it together.
I listen, I'm shaking right now. And I know I keep saying that because for the first time, I'm actually nervous.
Why?
Nervous with excitement. The things that he was telling me, number one thing he told me, because I chatted with him here and there.
Oh.
And he said, Chris, I want people to understand. Forget about unpassive. Forget about the past.
Shake.
There's probably people in here right now. I love unpassive.
Yeah.
Forget about it. We're going somewhere different.
To our very first episode. I am so excited. Let's go. Episode 1. Violet is here. Good to see you. And Mark has made it. I'm so happy to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Chris is here. Captain Chris. Our captain. And Silvio is here. I do like that song that was playing. I hope you guys enjoyed the new music.
Victory with us, she screams all day. When the sayings of nay, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more skins. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. Victory with us, she screams all day. When the sayings of nay, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more skins. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. Yes, your schemes will decay.
Again, a few times you feel hopeful, right? You feel very more hopeful. And if you're reading O News 17 or any O News that's been putting out there, and you had this anger and hatred or whatever inside, you will not be able to see Mr. Ash Mufareh intention. So I would suggest, personally, I am reading it several times. Okay.
Why do you have to, for your anger to subside?
I'm reading it several times. And remember, Mr. Ash Mufareh said, we are all sharing the same destination and that same dream together. And for an orderly and successful journey, some people simply will be seated before others.
So they like did prey on that for sure. They did prey on that for sure. But I was fat. It makes me sad when they prey on people that just have an insecurity about their weight, body dysmorphia, or something like that, and they're not even heavy. Like, you see them. You know, like, saw your weekend post. Looks like you're in chill mode. Want me to show you a mani that totally matches that vibe? So now you also know that, you know, if you end up getting a message like that, that this person doesn't actually care about you and your chill vibe. No, they don't. And they probably don't even care about your mani, to tell you the truth. They just want you to buy their color street.
Come at me and they'll go, you know, Mike, okay, I'm in victory with Ash. Well, that's terrific. But what do we really have? We don't have a business. I don't know the organization. All I know is Mr. Mufareh. I don't know the pay scale. I don't know the commission structure. I don't know the products. I don't know anything about the company, how it works, how it's organized. There's no way for me to come in and actually make money. And it goes on from there. There is more, believe me. And as I listen to the skeptic, I see what they're seeing.
I'm a skeptic, so I can't just believe you. That's the whole problem. But Lord, maybe Ash can go to that new jail where you get a puppy. Maybe he can bring Mike with him as a pet.
But I also understand.
Or Chris Johnson. He can pretend to bark.
And what they're not seeing. And that's the important part. You know, when a skeptic comes in and they get on the platform and they see all the negative stuff, you have to stop them a little bit and explain to them there is a process. You will never come into any business. You will never start any business unless there is a process, a way forward from point A to point B.
This is a humanitarian portion.
Woo! We were throwing some shade out on passive there. You know, we had some other things. They didn't even come close to this. Not involved with that anymore. I see.
The mechanism that I've been looking for a long time now. Shoba came on shortly after Paul was talking. She talked a little bit about the 1 year anniversary, saying, you know, hey, Dennis was sent a link last November, actually the first week in November last year, asking if he'd like to join. Obviously, he said yes, right? It was a little humorous as she explained that members came in with PIFs. And so she was, you know, really active, started filling in the matrix. And then she thought to herself, hey, this isn't going to work because we don't have any funds to pay the PIFs. So the matrix at that time was scrapped and they started reworking. It's a good story, a lot of good information. I certainly recommend going and looking. I'm going to put the link down below. If you're not a member of school.
Okay, but the thing is, if you guys are just on school, hanging out, and then just recruiting people into something, into this club, how are you paying out commissions? By future recruits? They pay the commissions at the top? That's literally a Ponzi scheme.
Will be a link to school, and from there I'll also put what the video looks like inside school. So
person came and left, and I didn't even know.
Wait, it was a person. It was also a person that came and left. So she had somebody in her house, and then she went looking for them, but they had left already, and she didn't know? That's kind of weird. Are you sure they were there to begin with? Do we need to call someone for you, Miss Mix?
It's the same thing that we are putting ourselves in. It reminds me of the story in the Bible. There was the 10 virgins. 5.
So they need to stop trying to make Victory with Ash look good. Apparently, I'm like, well, what evidence could they provide that it's a good business or a good educational platform when there's not even education in it? Sherry's like, there's nothing in there yet. They're like, we're a really good educational platform without the education.
Usually does prevail most of the time.
The truth usually does prevail most of the time.
You know, don't burden yourself with trying to be right all the time and making others wrong. It doesn't look good either. But anyway, we did make him. we did make fun of him, and maybe that was bad to do, but it was a classic moment, and it was funny.
I'm going to get started here. Today's date is 11/15/2025. We're already halfway through November, folks. Whoa, time goes so fast and is priceless, right? So in the description.
So I'll let you know this is one of the newer videos of Sherry's.
I put hashtag Victory with Ash, the endless gift. And in my picture, my graphic, I put transform your life. So how I say it's the endless gift is because what Victory with Ash is, it's a bridge, it's a platform for you to have personal development for free. And we have other things back there as well that's going to better your mind.
Me too.
And when I say that's endless, it's also priceless, folks. You cannot put a price on that.
Mike talking genius, but the vibe is cracked glass. Victory with Ash, man, that's snake oil in a flask.
It's yucky out, something I don't even like to do anymore, but I know I have to do it. If she didn't take Chris, are you going to come shovel my snow? I might have thought about it. You know, I don't know. And this is what I'm saying. Victory with Ash, my opinion, I believe is going to be your own, my own personal trainers. They're going to come in and they're going to teach you the right way. Years ago, I was a personal trainer for it was called Nautilus Gym. I loved it. I got to teach people the right way. I would see people come in and do these exercises. And I'm thinking, what are they doing? They're going to hurt.
So you think that Ash is going to be like a personal trainer to everyone when it comes to business?
Themselves. And of course, I came along and I'm thinking, man, I can help this person out, which I did. Now, in today's society, a lot of you have personal trainers for exercise. Why? Because those people push you in the right direction. They motivate you to do better. This is why I love personal trainers.
Even just doing his stupid little courses, okay, and then uploading them to the website, that's not technically like being a personal trainer to all these people.
Cohesion, consistent quality of support, and managing communication effectively.
There is no way to do personal development with millions of people. Okay? A case workload for somebody that's like a psychiatrist, a social worker, a professional that actually does help people like get better. A very, very heavy caseload is 40 people. That's considered crazy heavy. A lot of workers right now are dealing with 80 plus people in their caseload. And it is hard.
because every morning it's like rushing and rushing. But today I am aligned, and I love the fact that you said you love your master plan. And you know what, Chris? My master plans is follow my dream.
They don't see you as a human being, they see you as a dollar sign. That is all you are. So how do you know it's truth if you're not really looking into it? You're kind of like, oh, well, you just kind of accept it's truth, and then you never have to think again. And I'm like, no, use critical thinking skills at all times. Don't ever let your guard down. That's right. Use critical thinking skills at all times, and do not ever, ever let your guard down. That is my message always. I hope that you guys enjoyed that little walk down memory lane, if you will. My hair's bothering me. I didn't get to make sure I looked okay before I came back on here. So that was some amazing memories. Unfortunately, we lost Marty DeGarmo. That was a very upsetting time for our community. Our heart still goes out to his friends and family. I've decided that we're going to wait until like the 1 year anniversary to really do something. In memory of him, I'm going to slowly kind of put something really special together. And yeah, just because, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. It seemed weird to do it in any different way. Anyway, thank you so much for being here with me through all of that. And that was an amazing 2025. But you know, that wasn't all of it. No. We're not really done yet. We have just a little bit more. You see, in past years, I usually have a whole segment where there will be a lot of drama that takes place, because I go back and forth sometimes with people on here. And, you know, this year, though, there wasn't really that much drama, but there was still just a teeny bit, just a little bit. And it wouldn't be a real good New Year's Eve look back at 2025 if we didn't look back at everything. So without further ado, here's some more crazy times from 2025, everybody. Let's go! And it said, it looks like you have a better understanding about this than I do. At the end of the day, Ash can open as many businesses as he wants, starting right now, regardless of what your weird crypto troll boyfriend, the recovering Hunbot, or the SEC says about it. If you or anybody associated with you continue to get on YouTube to say Ash is banned from doing business, that he's a scammer, or that he's running a Ponzi scheme, you're instantly sued. You can still call him a cult leader if you want, because he said it's okay. So that's good news, guys. There you go. I mean, he admits he's a cult leader, and he said it's okay that I call him that. So at least we still have that, I guess, huh? It's not a crime to be popular. Yes, David Miscavige, Jim Jones, Charles Manson, Marshall Applewhite. They were all just really popular dudes. Danny's my new boyfriend. I know, I wrote him and I said, Danny, did you know? I just found out too. Also known as Diamond Mummy 18, for us to continue this conversation. So she's one of the 5 people who still watch Marty's channel, probably.
Don't panic.
As if you are not blocked by Chris Johnson in every way to contact him. No. Chris loves arguing with me for some reason. He really likes it. Because I respond, yeah, hurt people. Then it's over for me, you know. I already got people on Twitter every single day for the last 5 years tagging the FBI, Ottawa Police, and Interpol. Now I'm done. I'm over with. Must be over for me. And I'm a global affiliate of ICANN, the company that runs the internet. I can get them. See, because she's with ICANN, so she can. Anyway, I can get them to create anything for me on a website. Like a fake arrest, so that some foreign national in Canada can pretend to dox me. Friendly reminder, Ash said there were American government officials in On Passive. It's her. We found her. So, think whatever you want to, Beth. It sounds as if you don't have any idea who you're actually talking to. It's the O police. Even I have been knocked off Twitter. Yeah, because they're like, we can't have any other narrative but ours. She might actually show the proof. And then what are we going to do? It'll never end. But it's like now I have to worry about the women in my community because I got this creep here that they found. They found another creep. Probably searched him out because he's a creep. They seem to do that. Because they're like, well, we're trying to get you off the internet because you have a family. You should care about your family's protection. I wouldn't need protection if it wasn't for you people and the weird creeps that you get to make up these fucking stories. Half of you people are from Suits Discord. Like, move on.
With that out of the way,
with that
what I would like to talk about now is, yes, Bridget, you indeed are not the only person that Queen of Karma has lied about.
What do you? How can I lie about Bridget now? The fuck? I just told you what happened with me and Bridget. And I've been live on stream. I'm not like the rest of these people. I like to believe that if something happened live on a live stream, people saw it probably. And then like there's no point in lying about what happened. It happened live. I don't understand any of you. You seriously rewrite history. It's weird. Do I lie? That's literally what happened.
Slandered. And has annoyed for the most part. I, myself, have been a victim of it.
Victim?
Now, when I was on, it really popped off.
Russ has been a victim of mine. I wasn't even aware of it. How awful.
Really, really popped off when one of the times that I first started going on panel with Negs before everything, went south of the border for him, and he had to leave YouTube for good, and he's never going to be back on here, no matter who says it does what.
Let him think this. We don't need to do that.
The panel that I did with him, as everybody knows, is very old. It's not recent. And she decided, Queen of Karma decided to do a video about it. Negs, an illusionist rebel, come for me.
Yeah, because you went on his stream and told everyone that I was trying to dox you and that I was coming after you and I didn't know who you were. So I decided to show everyone literally what happened. So I showed the parts of just Jill's stream. And then I explained it all. And then I told everyone that it was really mean of them to use your lack of intelligence to troll you into trying to come after me, claiming I'm coming after you, because that's basically what these people do. They come after me and then they go, Queen's victimizing me. And I'm over here, I have no clue what's going on.
So wet, so wet, so wet, so wet. Hood pussy, 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 hood pussy. They have a hood pussy for quite some time. Wet, hood pussy, wet, hood pussy, wet, hood pussy, hood pussy. So wet. The hood pussy and the SML pussy. So wet. The hood pussy and the SML pussy. So wet. So wet. So wet. The hood pussy and the SML pussy. So wet. So wet. So wet.
They're like, Queen called my sister and Queen did this. I'm like, didn't even know you had a sister, but okay. You know? Like, and I was like, I don't know this guy, or why I'd be trying to dox him. That's weird. Let's see if you tell everyone that.
Because I had, brought up the fact that she did have a friend, right?
No. That's not why things popped off and why the stream with Nags happened. But you did bring up something to do with an alleged friend of mine that I still don't know who this person is on Nags' stream. Mm-hmm.
And we also argued about this on another panel.
Mm-hmm.
On
Okay, no, there was just one panel that we talked about this, Russ. When you first brought me up, you never told me about this alleged girl, but was she around back in 2023? So what you're telling me is that this girl that apparently flirted with you was doing this back in 2023 when I didn't know that you existed, and you first went up on Neg's panel and claimed that I was threatening to dox you and coming after you. But somehow this woman I sent to come flirt with you before I knew you existed. This is the story that we're going with now. My community is so tired of hearing about it, even in other spaces. So this ends now. Hello, everyone. I hope that you're having a lovely, lovely day. Thank you for being here and for listening and for hearing me out. You see, this drama didn't start in 2020. It began in 2019. At that time, I was already dealing with enormous personal challenges. Thank you for listening. Have a fabulous day.
I need better beats than this, though. This shit is whack. This shit is really, really whack. Long time ago, I knew this girl named Queen. She used to send me emails. They were kind of mean. I would make videos every single day just so everybody go, hey! Then we get on then we get on a panel and go at it. I would say, oh my God, she's got it. What's that? A mental illness. Aren't you sick? Mind your business. That's sick and I'm on meds too, but I don't give a fuck, motherfucker, what you gonna do? Yeah. Email comes today. More content. What you gonna say? I'm having a hard time doing this. Maybe it's because I don't have to piss. Usually I rhyme better when I have to pee. Can't you see that it's me? I'm Irish potato week. And nice ends. Crazy Canadian, always sending shit. Crazy Canadian, always hit send. I look in my chat and then I see that is Wesley's hat. I didn't ask questions. I just sat around and I said, fuck it. It's hard to, it's not as easy as it looks, because sometimes you like give yourself like a breather and you're like trying to think of a word that rhymes with something. Anyway, there you go. Live Queen of Karma diss track. You know how many people are going to clip that and play it? They're probably going to put it in their intros. By the way, I own that. we own it.
I want everybody in the chat to put in the chat right now, pulling back the curtains. Pulling back. Let's put it all in the chat. Pulling back the curtains.
Yeah, so you know, sometimes there's drama. There's drama on the channel, and I deal with it sometimes when I feel like it. But yeah, by the way, nobody ever clipped the rap song. Not even one person. Not even one person clipped it. No one wanted to watch the bad rap song about me, but I'm glad that we all watched it here just now together. So at least there was that. At least there was that. But good times, always good times. 2025 was the best year, and 2026 is going to be even better. I asked you guys to let me know what some of your favorite moments were. Joe says, close the curtains. That's right. So I thought that we would go through them. I just wanted to say a little thank you again to Nev for donating $10 at the start of the stream. And Violet donated $140. We're still 3 away from our goal to do our marathon. So, you know, like, I'm just saying, we're almost done here. We're almost done here. But I asked you guys, what were your favorite moments in 2025? And some of you guys answered here, said a few things that I want to respond to. So before we wrap this up with a fun sing-along to our favorite song, I thought that we would go through them. But before we do that, I just want to do a special little shout-out. A special little shout-out because it's not all drama here on my channel. And this year, my channel made a friend. Yes, we made a friend, and his name is Danny DeHeck. And if you go to deheck.com, that's right, and you go to blog, and you go to AntiMLM and cults, you're going to see blogs by me. It's all me blogging. So Danny has given me a spot on his website. He's been a really great friend to the channel. So please do go and subscribe to Danny DeHeck if you haven't yet. I really wanted to give him a really good shout out, and I am going to copy and paste his website in the chat right now. Danny's website. So make sure you go and check it out. You don't want to miss that. So without further ado now, what did you guys say in terms of, you know, what your favorite moments were? Violet said, Chris Johnson trying to troll us was a classic moment. For sure. Angel mentioned, Marty, I think, ultimately was a good man. He stepped in to raise his grandkids. My heart is broken for him and the betrayal he felt at the end of his life. I think the heartbreak contributed to his end. And I think a lot of people agree with that. I agree. I don't think Marty was a bad person. I think he was kind of scammy. He did a lot of MLMs back to back to back, and he was good at talking, you know, and did illegal income claims and that kind of thing. But I don't think that when he first ever joined MLMs, he was a bad person. I think underneath all of the culty stuff, there was a good person there. And I think that's who we choose to remember here. Violet says her name is escaping me at the moment, but the lady with the shifting eyebrows. Oh my God, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh man. Yeah, it was like a filter or something. And then she also had like crazy bushy ones. And they were like jumping all around. Great fun. Jelly said that I was constipated and like, I don't know what that was about. That wasn't very nice, Jelly. I'm doing okay. Just so you know. Love you. Neb says, I always giggle when Sherry goes, my brother, Ash Mufareh. And she always says it like that too. Like she's always like, my brother. I'm like, why? Why do you say it like that? Joe said it was hard to pick just one. You know, just too hard to pick them. And Jelly said, I was wanting to watch some Marty. Thank you, Queen. You're welcome. Of course, Marty was going to make it. The Cult of Ash News with roaming reporter Beth. That's right. We're going to be bringing Cult of Ash News back, especially if they're going to be doing OES updates again. Because, you know, there was one of those recently. And apparently there's 2 more parts coming. So those ones will probably be Cult of Ash News. Marty's geography lessons. Yes. Marty's many geography lessons, along with his millions of illegal income claims that usually came with them. Some of our favorite moments do involve that. That's right. Chris's last stream with Marty. A week before the big split up in On Passive, Marty couldn't stop talking about how Ash visited him in the nursing home and kissed him on the forehead. That's right. Hand fed him? My groove, your schemes will decay. Always Violet's favorite song. I think it's funny when Ivy uses a spotless white background, Captain McNair says. Because she is not spotless or white, you know. Constipated? Angel says the switch to victory with Ash really did curtail the drama. It did. It did. Big drama surrounding it. It's funny because at first we thought that Marty was going to just go along. Unfortunately. Joe says, I have used Russ's Tiny Dinger account. You go, Joe. Damn, I'm going to have to think. It was such a bad year for them that the celebrations came in naturally. That's right. And then Silvio said, might sound mean, but the time Jean got injured walking around in her own backyard comes to mind. Well, the stream afterwards was funny when she was telling the story. I'll give you that. You know, so that's not really me. That's what you meant. That's what you meant. Thank you, Silvio, for $1.99. Queen, what was your favorite moment? One of my favorite moments was when we were reacting to that crazy motivational sounding song. It was a Bill Musk video, but it was going from being like a motivational speech to them like screaming at us and it sounding insane to it being like a song. Like it was very strange and it kept like switching and the react to it was pretty funny. Everybody seemed to have a good time in the chat with that. So that I have the best time when you guys are having a good time and finding things funny. That's what I like to do. I like to come on here and make it funny, make you guys laugh, and then I have a good time. Thank you, Angel, for the $4.99. Happy New Year, Queen. Thanks for all the activism and fun. Thank you. It would be nothing without you guys. Without the sayers of nay, there is no community. Right? That's the whole thing. There is no community without you guys, and I appreciate all of you. Yes, Marty's geography lessons, where the average income was $10, and they expected people in those countries to save up $240, right? Exactly. They were awful. They were absolutely terrible. Every single one of them. When you met Danny, did he kiss you on the top of your head? I've never met Danny in real life yet. You and Danny meeting was a highlight. My two faves. Aw. I'm glad. I'm glad. When I spoke on the Lev AI webinar warning Marty, yes, that was a good moment too. Definitely was. Definitely was. It really, really was. Well, you know what? We're short one super chat. We're short one super chat, but you know, I might still give it to us. I guess we'll have to see how I feel in the new year, you know? How much support I feel in the new year. We'll probably still do it, guys. I want to do one in the new year where we go over the last few meetings of Ash's and just what people have been saying in general about Victory with Ash since it started, just to give us a refresh, if you will, in the new year of you know, what's been said. I was expecting them to show up on Christmas or New Year. That didn't happen, so that was interesting. It's a good thing I had other plans for us. So happy New Year, everybody! It is 10 after 11 p.m. where I live, and I plan on going and celebrating the rest of the night with my family. I've been with my family all day. But you know, I came over here to hang out with you guys for a few hours and celebrate. Oh, Jelly Snack comes in, saves the day, and makes it to the 5th one. Woo! We even reached a goal now. Says Happy New Year, everyone, for $4.99. That's right. Has Ash appeared to them since the start of December? No. No. He hasn't appeared since like before Halloween? I'll have to double check, but it's been a while. That's what I mean. We were expecting Christmas or New Year, but, you know, here we are, guys, and you just got little me. Hopefully that was okay instead. So Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Again, thank you so much for your support of my channel in 2025. I hope to keep your support in 2026 as we keep on getting better, deprogramming ourselves from cults more, de-influencing ourselves from this platform, especially out here on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, I look forward to everything. I think it wouldn't be the end of a good New Year's Eve stream without In It to Win It. So let's hit it!
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
We are here!
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Shining bright into the future, we rise high.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call.
Hey, hey, hey!
Friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend.
Oh, my friend!
My name is Ash Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3-minute Ash. And another Queen of Karma person. Asking about why don't we answer the questions on this. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them all morning long. It's not the answer you want, but call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and do that too. Experiences. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I knew I had. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Ash Mufareh.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name's Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.
Happy New Year! Love you all. Bye.